Right, so it's a human Swiss Army knife here again, and of course I'm in the middle of a project putting in a receiver, and found that you know, I'm a loner, do it by myself, do it yourselfer, and so I have it up on a jack and I wedged it up in here, and then what I did was get under one side. This is a 2022 Acura MDX, and I just got under so I could get one bolt in. So I literally had to push up here, keep it balanced on this, and keep that one, that other end of it, just hanging on the muffler, and it worked just fine. I don't have to call anybody. Now I just have to get this a little bit tight, and I will probably put in the bolt on that side next. So I've got like 5 threads on this, so I'm good. So if you're trying to do it yourself, that's how you do it. If you like what you see, hit the bell. So if you have the 2022 Acura MDX and you buy the draw tight hitch in the back, you're going to need to take about 3 inches off of the regular covering or bezel they put on there. And if you buy one, don't buy one that's supposed to fit this, that has the cutout in it, because it won't work. So just modify the one you have. So now, I don't know if you can see it, but I took a grinder to it and took off this edge piece. It was doing no good. You couldn't hang anything from that. So I'm going to hang this probably from the back because of the edge it's got in the front. And you'll see what metal I'm going to cut with it. This is the plate I'm going to use, and I'm going to cut a slot here so this piece will fit inside this and actually line up almost with these holes I got. It may work out just great. That's upside down, but it'll be right set up when I'm done. So now I got the cut piece, so this will fit right on like that, straight. I've only got one hand to do this. See if I can get this a little bit nicer. So it'll fit right on there straight, and then I can attach this to the straight piece that I cut off. And I gotta attach it from the back because it's got a lip on it, and it'll put it in an angle if I don't attach it from the back. So this came out so nice. I'm actually got a C-clamp on it, and I'm gonna drill it in from the back on one side, get a bolt in there, and then drill the other side because the C-clamp is actually covering the other side. But if you look at how nice this is going to be, this is going to sit right there, and it's just going to be beautiful. So now I got one bolt in there, or screw in there. That's a self-tapping screw. I just use a smaller, like 1/8 inch drill to make the hole just small enough for the screw to go in, and now I've been able to take the C-clamp off, and I'm going to drill the other hole. You can't use self-tapping screws on this thick of metal. You got to drill the hole first. I'm just going to take the self-tapping screws and grind the ends off with a grinder so they're smooth, and then I'll paint it before I put the other screws on. It'll look real nice. And that little booger in is going to be your biggest challenge. I would say pushing it up through and then pushing down on it and just lifting up on the lips around so it grabs on both sides, because if it doesn't, you know, it's not going to be waterproof. Also, in other videos I saw that they said, why don't you just strap this stuff together? The new kit that I got comes with little things that will hold them on the side, and also this trailer unit actually has a mount on it, so there's nothing that's going to hang and make any noise. And the other guy said it didn't make any noise anyway. But make sure that you use the ground, you put that in, and you ground your trailer unit to that. That's pretty much it, and that's how it looks as the finished unit. And it's nice and accessible. It's up just high enough to be equal with this so it won't get scraped when you go under sharp things or things that are higher. Won't tear it off. So that's about it. So with all the wires connected, as you can see, like this, I put the zip ties that they give you. Just sort of tied them up a little bit, neaten it out so it sits flat and it won't rub against the cover that we put on it. And it's ready for the cover, and the cover just snaps right in place. And you're done. Now what you want to do before you do this is probably connect it to your RV that you know is working and check your lights and everything, which I did. I'm taking this to U-Haul this week. So I brought it to U-Haul, plugged it in, and everything worked just fine. Now you need an adapter probably around to a 4-pin, and that just comes out. You can buy that separately, Walmart or any place. So once you get your top piece in, you're not done yet. You want to make sure that the rubber goes over the slip, and you can do that with a little plastic tool or what have you, and just run it along there so it sits on top. And it's nice and neat in there. There'll probably be an edge that'll be a little bit more difficult to get in, but it will come. Just sort of worry it up, lip up, like that. And you won't tear anything. Just be gentle. And have a nice lip like that all the way around. Sometimes you'll have to push down on it to get it to pop up, but it'll all come out. Okay? And that's all the way across, back and forth, that you have to do it. Show you another technique that may work. You see this little piece here is not completely folded over. And just come over and just pop it, and it pops like that. Don't force anything or you'll tear it. Okay? There you go. So as a DIYer, you tend to sometimes want to be a perfectionist, to have every part, every piece go back in its rightful place. Well, I found that with this car, when you put these things together, this one piece here, it shows that it's out of focus, I'm sorry. It's supposed to go up in here and one on the other side, and there were 2 screws up in this area that you had to take out with a box wrench because it was so tight. That would not go back in, and everything is loose. Got all the screws loose and everything. It would not go back in, so I'm going to, after many tries, zip tie those. And these holes do not align. It's loose on either side of the receiver, so I'm not pulling to the right or left on this bumper. All the slots look like they're in the right place, nothing's sticking out. So I'm just gonna have to drill another hole here in order for this piece to stay in place. Don't like doing it, but sometimes when you're doing custom stuff, you gotta just do custom stuff. Okay, so I want to show you that I tried to follow all the OEM stuff when I'm putting in a receiver for the 2022 MDX Acura, and it appears that this is sitting lower than it should, but that's from Draw-Tite, and Draw-Tite makes a really good product. So as I'm doing this, I thought, okay, I will buy the OEM hole for this bumper piece. So I took the old one off, added the new one, and of course, what do you think? It doesn't fit, no matter what you do. It doesn't fit. So now what I've got to do is take this one and cut this one and use this one. And the way that you do that is put it on the, as close as you can, you center both edges, and then you just tilt it back and it'll show you where you can draw the lines to make a cut so this will fit. But you have to return the original, the one that you bought, which is what I'm doing, and that's kind of a drag. So I hope that helps. And I'm not doing all the things for you, because if you're doing it yourself and you got this off, you understand it. Not only does it not fit, but the cut is wrong on the corners.